They thought they had Christ in their grasp. They thought they could do with him as they pleased. Thus did they mutilate him and nail him to the cross. They laughed as he promised his vengeance would fall upon them. But he stayed true to his words. The earth they trod upon ran red with blood. The cities they resided in were engulfed by flames. Having witnessed their defeat, they hid amidst the faithful. They thought they would be safe. They were mistaken. Ever steadfast inquisitors, masters at discerning subtleties and signs, followed their trail. With the words of the scripture did they convert the heretics. With fire did they cleanse the witches. By their hands were the deceitful vampires impaled. In the name of Christ and for his eternal glory!
Welcome to Koenigstein, Master Inquisitor. My name's Bertram, the guard captain.
Mordimer Madderdin, licensed Inquisitor, in service to the Bishop of Hezron.
The Holy Office informed us of your arrival. I must admit that I'm surprised by the purpose of this visit. I don't believe there's a vampire lurking in Koenigstein. There hasn't been a recorded sighting of one in these parts for what must have been a century.
That doesn't mean there isn't one here.
Fair enough. That's why my men and I will do our best to assist you. As far as we are able to, of course.
Thank you, Captain.
I'm just following the mayor's orders, so it's him you should be thanking, not me. If you wish to express your gratitude personally, go to the fair. He's attempting to raise funds there today. My men will show you the way. Now, please excuse me. I need to check on the outposts at the other gates.
You were right. He's an Inquisitor. I told you. I spotted the Inquisitor's insignia right away. Only they can wear those. Bloody dog catcher. Quiet, fool, or you'll bring trouble on our heads.
What did you call me?
He meant no offense, Master. He doesn't think that at all.
Those who disrespect an Inquisitor disrespect the Holy Office. Your commander will hear of this. He will administer your punishment.
Don't do it, Master. The captain will throw me out of the guard. I beg you. Have mercy. Why? Isn't today a celebration of Christ triumphant?
Are you tempting an Inquisitor into committing the sin of mercy?
Please. I'll do anything for you.
Anything?
I swear by the broken cross.
The captain mentioned there's a fair currently being held in town. Where exactly?
In the town square. You can't miss it, Master. But be wary of ruffians. And sons of whores are always lurking in the stands.
Do you know anything about a vampire? One is supposedly lurking around these parts.
I haven't heard anything. How about you?
Me neither. What's gonna happen to me?
I'll find you, should the need arise. Then we shall see the value of your oath.
To all daredevils who don't shy away from a challenge, a tournament is being held to win the favor of the Queen of last year's Mama's Parade. The winner will have the honor of entertaining the beautiful Liliana during the Mama's Parade, which will begin tomorrow after the Vespers service, as is customary. Anyone can try their luck. The entry fee is but 1 silver angel. Reach into your purses. The collected funds will go toward building a new monument to Christ Triumphant. One majestic enough to eclipse that piece of trumpery from Phoebus. Well, well, the Inquisitor himself graces us with his presence. I'm happy to see you, Master. I am Guido von Hertzen, the town's mayor.
It is nice to meet you, Mayor.
What is your name, Master?
Mordimer Madderdin.
Mordimer. I'll be sure to remember that.
Emissaries of the Holy Office rarely visit us. I do hope that Captain Bertram gave you a proper welcome. He's a soldier through and through. He can come off as blunt and boorish, but I've yet to meet a better soldier.
His behavior was befitting of a guard commander. He brought you no shame.
Excellent. I'll gladly speak to you later, but now I must attend to a certain matter. And the tournament, of course.
I only wish to thank you for offering assistance in catching the vampire.
If you truly wish to thank me, take part in the tournament. You'll be mixing business with pleasure.
I shouldn't waste time on idle merriment. Although, since the monument to Christ Triumphant is at stake, add my name to the list.
I'm so happy. The other contestants looked insufferably boring, but you're something else. I noticed it immediately.
Well, I'm far from ordinary.
You'll be the king of the Mama's Parade, which necessitates that you wear the proper attire. Not far from here, there's a merchant who deals in fancy clothing. Buy a costume from him, even if it's only a mask. Meanwhile, I'll attend to my errands. I will see you later.
Upon reaching Golgotha, the centurion in command of the legionnaires gazed upon Jesus and said, "Hop up onto the cross I've set up for you." Jesus obeyed the command, as he didn't want the centurion's work to have been for naught. However, his time upon the cross was brief. It's pretty uncomfortable up here. He longed for his freedom, so he broke the patibulum and leapt to the ground. "You destroyed my beautiful cross! Woe upon you!" The centurion threw himself at the Messiah, sword in hand, but Jesus did not allow him to strike.
He who raises the cross dies by the cross.
He seized the broken arm of the cross and struck first. Emperor Tiberius became wroth upon learning that. He decided to deal with Christ personally. "You killed my loyal servant. It'll cost you your head. That I swear."
Here's my payment.
Jesus snatched the centurion's sword and cut off Tiberius's head, thus fulfilling the oath and payment of one head.
The Emperor is dead. Long live Jesus Triumphant, our Lord and everlasting King!
And that is how Christ claimed the throne of the Empire.
You have to pick up the pail, move it to the end of the white line in a vertical position, and then place it in the hole that's been made there. If you drop the pail on your way there, you'll have to start again from the beginning.
guess the town's treasury must be empty if you have to raise funds personally.
No, Master Madderdin, it's not as bad as that. The holiday tournament and fundraiser are simply old customs. Sadly, citizens of Koenigstein are beginning to suffer from poverty. There are fewer and fewer daredevils willing to join in the revelry. And this year, our goal is a lofty one indeed. However, I'm not certain if the funds we raise will be enough to achieve it.
Surely the Cardinal will boast your finances. After all, we're talking about building a monument to Christ Triumphant.
I wish I could believe that. Unfortunately, His Eminence considers generosity on par with wastefulness.
This task is utter nonsense. What should I choose?
Alexander the Great didn't bother with untangling the Gordian knot. He just cut straight through it.
Am I supposed to chop the hay with my sword?
Have you gone mad? It's just a haystack, not your best friend. The sun's out. Use
And what's your business here, eh? Off with you. Go on.
The scam probably meant the magnifying glass. She wasn't wrong. It'd be easiest to just burn this damned hay. There it is. It's the same punk who robbed me. The hag must have bathed in perfume. Made me lose the scent. Got you! It's you. You helped me find a needle in a haystack.
Let go! It hurts!
Show me what's in your hand first. I saw you take it from a town person's cart.
It's just an apple.
What's your name? And where are your parents?
I'm Amelia, and my parents and siblings are dead. They all died 2 years ago from the plague of pox.
So, who looks after you now?
Nobody. I don't need anyone looking after me. I can look after myself.
By stealing.
I was hungry.
You won't fill your belly with just anything.
What are you gonna do with me? Hand me over to the guards?
Give the apple back and be off. Just don't tell anyone you stole it. It would be better if you said it fell from his cart. Off you go then, and eat your fill.
It's the Inquisitor.
Welcome, Master Inquisitor. How can I be of service?
Inquisitor? Well, we're colleagues then. Name's Roland, Master Executioner.
Mordimer Madderdin, licensed Inquisitor, in service to the Bishop of Hezron.
If you need help, stop by the dungeons. I have a few toys there that will certainly make your job easier. Well, Merchant, you've wasted enough of my time. Got anything for the Executioner?
Here are the mask and costume of the Merry Executioner from Tianon.
The butcher who disappeared off the face of the earth a few years ago?
He was a devil. So devils dragged him under. He's sure to be dancing in hell as we speak.
Poppycock! Piss off, or I'll give you a good lashing.
How did the mask of the Merry Executioner from Tianon find its way to a merchant's stand?
Look at it, Inquisitor! Beautiful, isn't it?
It's been a while since I've had a vision. Why would Christ decide to send me one now? What is it he wanted to tell me?
What's with you, Inquisitor? You seem at a loss for words. I bet you'd like to buy the costume of the Merry Executioner for yourself. Absolutely not. I was first.
Damned headsman. He paid with gold he got from a convict on the scaffold. I saw the wretch put a coin in his hand, begging for one clean cut.
What do you mean? Didn't it take him 3 swings to behead the man?
The butcher revels in cruelty. Supposedly, he lost his position as royal executioner. You're better off taking your own life than letting him lay his mitts on you.
From where did you get the mask and costume of the Merry Executioner from Tienen? I knew him, so I know that he considered the jester costume a shameful symbol of degeneration and brutishness, which is why he hid it. No one knew where.
I bought it, Master.
Where? And from whom? Talk!
An old lady sold it to me. One I met on the road, leading through the woods. I saw her dog digging out the Merry Executioner's outfit. I'd seen the man many times in the past, so I immediately recognized the mask. I paid a fair price for it.
The scoundrel's hiding something. I can feel it.
Look, Inquisitor. I put your silver angel to good use.
You bought a dog instead of food.
I saw it at the stand with masks. The merchant's son was tormenting him something awful. I couldn't just ignore it.
It looks like the mutt I saw in my vision. What's it called?
Don't know. I haven't named it yet.
How about friend?
Yes, it suits him. And I think he likes it. How about it, friend?
Take good care of him, Scamp.
Don't worry, Inquisitor. He'll be happy with me. Let's go, friend.
I wasn't wrong. It's the dog from the vision. I wonder how it ended up at the merchant's stand. Maybe I'll find out in the Unworld. Our Father, who art our King, bereave us of our weakness, lest we forgive those who trespass against us. And draw out evil from darkness, so we may vanquish it in thy name. Amen.
Should have sold me the mask and costume when I was asking nicely, witch. You're probably wondering how I knew you for a witch, hmm? Your amulet betrayed you.
We'll meet again, knave.
I don't think so.
Farewell, friend.
You lied to me, merchant. You didn't buy the Merry Executioner's costume. You took it from the old lady that you burnt at the stake.
How do you know all this?
You can't hide the truth from an Inquisitor. Didn't you know that?
Forgive me, Master. I didn't want to speak of it in front of my customers. They wouldn't buy my wares if they heard she was a witch. A real witch. I did a good deed by killing her. You would have done the same in my place.
Mandrake amulet you took from her has to be destroyed. Give it to me. You did the right thing, merchant. That much is true. However, it doesn't change the fact that you lied to me. You must be punished. The mayor is raising funds for the construction of a new monument to Christ Triumphant. You'll give him the gold coin that Executioner Roland used to pay for the jester costume. Consider that your penance.
What? We're supposed to give all that money for some dumb statue?
I see you failed to teach your son good manners. Make him hold his tongue, merchant, or it's the dungeons for the both of you.
Forgive him, Master. I happily accept the penance. And you, be quiet. Master Inquisitor was lenient with us. Run along to the mayor and give him the coin. Now!
I'm pleased we understand each other. Have you heard anything about the vampire?
My lord, I've heard talk of vampires, devils, dogs, and cats living together. Mass hysteria. Once, I even heard a tale of a dragon near Krakow that no one could vanquish until one drunkard came along and outdrank the beast. Supposedly, they went at it for the whole day and night. At dawn, the dragon was so parched that he immediately dashed to the river and guzzled so much water it made him burst. Folks talk of all things here, Inquisitor, and it's all nonsense, as that's all they can spew once they've gotten good and drunk.
Is your wine any good?
Finest Rhenish vintage, Master Inquisitor. Sweet as the body of a virgin, and strong to boot.
Or a rummer?
That'll be 5 silver angels.
5? That's highway robbery.
Rhenish vintages have gone up in price recently.
Fine then. Here you go.
There you are. Do you have the mask?
By the Lord's sword. I completely forgot about that.
Men, you have time until tomorrow. Now come. You'll walk me home. On the way, you'll tell me why you were dispatched to Koenigstein. If it's not a secret, that is. Let's get out of here.
Stand behind me!
Help! Damn robbers! Kill them! In the name of the Lord!
Redcoats, legates.
We are grateful for the rescue. You've arrived just in time.
Such was God's will. Who were the assailants?
I don't know. Didn't recognize any of them.
I know that one from the harbor. Must have been part of that gang.
We've been looking for you, mistress. The Cardinal asks that you come to the cathedral post-haste. You? I don't know. Who are you?
Mordimer Madderdin, licensed Inquisitor, in service to the Bishop of Hezron.
Forgive the insistence, Master Madderdin. Welcome to Koenigstein. I shall inform the Cardinal of your arrival. His Eminence is currently preoccupied, but he will certainly wish to speak with you later. Come to the cathedral between the first and second tolling of the bells for Vespers. It is the time of day when the Cardinal talks to worshippers. Do not worry about the bodies of these villains. The town guard will dispose of them.
Tell the Cardinal that I will be there.
Please forgive my brusqueness, Mortimer. This assault made me lose my composure. Sadly, I must leave you here. Duty calls. I'll see you tomorrow at the Mama's Parade.
Goody. And she works for the Cardinal. Good to know.
Spare me, sir. I beg you. I have children.
Do you know who I am?
Inquisitor,
The whole town's been talking about you.
And yet you decided to come after me.
A man can't say no to coin when he's got none to feed his children.
Have you heard anything about a vampire?
It's what the noble folk call us. The have-nots. They say we suck the town and its funds dry. But it's been years since anyone's heard of any actual vampires.
Who sent you after me?
A woman eyed us in the harbour. She wore an expensive Venetian mask, so I couldn't see her face. But her voice seemed familiar. She was wearing white gloves and paid with silver.
I should kill you, but I will spare your life. Should you meet the woman in the Venetian mask again, tell her that an Inquisitor is not easily frightened. Strange coins. Call the town guards.
We've already sent for them, Master.
What's everyone staring at?
Someone murdered the harlot.
Merciless Mary. It's horrible.
Just thinking about it. Give this to the owner of the Frisky Mermaid Inn. Tell him to prepare a room for me for the night. There's a silver angel in it for you if you do a good job. Twisted ankle. The poor girl tried to run away. Nails and thorns. Her kidneys were cut out. Bruise on the face. Probably made by an aggressive client. Blunt force wound. It appears someone knocked her out first. Maybe someone saw something. It seems to be a piece of a cane. There's no blood on it. I wonder, could it be related to the case?
Don't hurt me, sir. I did nothing wrong.
So why did you run? Get up! You're coming with me. And don't try to run, or you'll feel my sword. Hey, you there! Get over here!
Yes, Master?
Where's Captain Bertram?
Interrogating guests at the inn.
Who's this bum? And how did he get his hands on a cardinal soldier's coat?
I hope we'll find that out soon enough. Watch him. I must have words with your commander.
I'm innocent, Master.
Shut your mouth, you filthy bastard! No one's asking your opinion.
Where were you at that time?
Here, Carl can vouch for me. I was having a beer with him.
It's true. It's true.
Captain!
Forgive me, Master, but I don't have time right now.
I know what happened. I saw the corpse. I came because I managed to detain a pauper who was behaving suspiciously near the crime scene. Your men are guarding him outside.
Off with you.
He was wiping blood from this dagger.
A strange blade. I've never seen any of its ilk.
Nor have I. That is why we must approach this case with due diligence. Especially because the murder bears the marks for a ritualistic killing.
Ritualistic?
The victim's kidneys were removed.
How horrid.
That's not all. The suspect was wearing a coat like those worn by the Cardinal's soldiers.
A pauper? How is that possible?
I assure you that a thorough interrogation will help us determine the facts. I would like to conduct it personally, preferably in a place that's meant for such purpose.
As you wish, Master. I shall lock the suspect in the dungeons.
One more thing, Captain. I came to the defense of a lady named Liliana today. We were assaulted by robbers in an alley.
The commander of His Eminence's soldiers informed me about the incident. He failed to mention Liliana, though. Odd. Residents of Koenigstein know the girl serves the Cardinal. They also know that His Eminence doesn't tolerate attacks on his people.
Attend to this pauper, Captain. I wish to talk to Master Madderdin in private.
Is something wrong with you?
It's just garlic. My stomach doesn't agree with it, and the innkeeper uses rather excessive amounts of it. Ooh. Luckily, the wine provides a measure of relief. Sit down, please. I would like to talk about the task that brought you here, Master. Do you really believe there's a vampire hiding in town? It's absurd. There hasn't been a vampire attack recorded around here for nearly a century. I would know if it were otherwise.
I assure you that I wouldn't have been dispatched to Koenigstein if there weren't grounds for it.
Preposterous. I believe the Holy Office should look into a different matter. Strange events have been taking place here for some time now.
Meaning?
For years now, the town's been the setting for a dispute between the Cardinal, whom the have-nots hate, and the universally adored Countess Isabella. The harlot's murder may be a part of that conflict, as could be the assault on Liliana. I have my suspicions, but no concrete proof. I know that the Cardinal keeps his secrets in an office that only his monks can access. I've also managed to ascertain that there's a secret chamber at the Countess's palace. My spies were not able to infiltrate it, but you, Master, you just might. Should you accomplish it, the truth would be revealed.
What truth?
As I have already said, all I have are suspicions, but the inn is not a good place to talk about this. These walls have ears. I must leave town today, so let us meet at the City Hall in 2 days' time. By then, you'll have become acquainted with the case. If you decide I'm right, I'll introduce you to my Persian and tell you everything I've managed to find out so far.
Your Persian?
Yes, my Persian. The only one I trust. What say you, Master?
This is not why I came here. But all right. Perhaps we'll catch two birds with one stone.
Excellent. I knew I could count on you. Your station as Inquisitor should guarantee your safety, but proceed cautiously nonetheless. Just in case, I'll announce that you're helping the captain catch the harlot's killer. It will explain your interest in the case. See you in 2 days, Master Madderdin.
Odd.
Master Madderdin, I am pleased to make your acquaintance.
Greetings, Your Eminence.
I see good manners are not amongst the subjects taught at the Inquisitorium.
We are taught independence from authorities, be they secular or ecclesiastic, which is guaranteed to the Inquisitors by canonical law. Your Eminence is doubtless aware of that.
You confuse not giving hierarchs of the Church proper respect with inquisitorial independence. I am surprised to see that the difference is lost on you.
Please forgive me, Your Eminence. It was not my intention to offend.
And yet offend you have. I received notice of your coming to Koenigstein, the Holy Office, and a letter. They spoke highly of you, but I see that it was idle praise. Let us dispense with etiquette, then. Speak freely. What is it you want?
I wish to talk. Privately.
I do not appreciate your tone, Inquisitor. You demand when you should be asking.
Is that how it sounded? Truly?
Let us be calm. We should allow Master Madderdin to satisfy the local custom. It will make matters much clearer. My name is Ingvar. I am Koenigstein's chief herbalist and medic. I am at your service, should you have need of me. For now, however, pick a card. We ask this of every person meeting His Eminence for the first time. It is our way of verifying that they don't bear us any ill will.
Verifying? In what way exactly?
I know what you're thinking, Master Madderdin, but you are mistaken. It is not witchcraft. It is the deck of Saint Timerius, whose sepulchre can be found in the cathedral. I entrusted this artifact to the Venerable Ingvar. The cards reveal the truth about people. They're ordinary in appearance, but once a person reaches out for one, the image painted on it immediately changes to reveal their true nature. Try and see for yourself. And we shall see with you.
Well, as long as they're the cards of a saint.
Carte blanche. Can't say I'm surprised.
I must get back to the clinic. Until we meet again, Master Madderdin. Soon, I hope.
Damn beggars. What are you waiting for, fools? Get rid of them now. Their stench is unbearable. Let us go, Inquisitor. We'll talk inside the cathedral.
The pleasant aroma of incense. How it differs from the stench of the street.
I thought Inquisitors only appreciated the odor of burning flesh.
Will Your Eminence allow me to avail myself of the library's resources? Sometimes the matters that come to light in the course of an investigation merit a thorough analysis.
My soldiers did you a favor today. You have yet to repay it, and you're already asking for another one?
I shall repay Your Eminence's kindness as soon as an opportunity presents itself.
I shall hold you to your word, Inquisitor. I shall instruct the monks to give you access to anything you need. I'm not asking you to stay for Mass. I'm familiar with the ways of Inquisitors, so I know that you prefer to pray in solitude.
Indeed we do. It is how God allows us to see the truth.
Yes, I heard about that.
You possess sureskin, Your Eminence. It was my belief that only Inquisitors were allowed to use it.
Well, not only, as you can see. It was the Pope himself who gifted it to me years ago. So, where is it you plan on praying today?
Every place is a good place to pray, Your Eminence.
I won't keep you then.
Welcome, Master Inquisitor.
In which cell is the prostitute's murder suspect being held?
You'll have to ask Executioner Roland. He's in charge around here. You'll likely find him in the torture chamber.
Fear, blood, excrement, and death. All dungeons stink the same. By the Lord's sword! Roland put on the costume of the Merry Executioner. He even put on the mask.
Mordimer is stopping by. The costume's sure to catch his eye. I put it on. I climbed inside. But my true nature I won't hide. All I wanted was to see what the Tianan man had felt when at dawn he donned this pelt. Now I know of his past glory. 'Cause the mask told me the story. The reason for his state of merry was the mask he kept on wearing. It puts rhymes right in your noggin. Gives ideas about some flogging. How to make your victim hurt. Where to poke to make him squirt. You'll be having so much fun, you won't even miss the sun. Wait a moment. Wait a... spell. Something brought him to this hell. If you're here to spill some guts, I might go a little nuts. This right here is my domain. I decide who brings the pain.
He's rhyming like the Merry Executioner. Has he gone mad? Or is he just pretending? I'm only here to interrogate the prisoner, Master Roland.
Calls us master! Such elation! Sits to watch in admiration. How a man of unmatched skill makes the convict promptly spill.
Stay yourself, Master Roland. I don't believe torture is necessary.
Yeah, I'll go off to scoff and snort, since you took away my sport.
Did you kill the courtesan? Tell the truth. Remember that Inquisitors can tell if someone is lying.
I didn't do it, sir. I swear. Ha! They all swear right from the start. But then, they have a change of heart.
Did you know the murdered harlot?
No, sir. I only saw her a few times soliciting customers in the street. The cursed harlot would undress without shame. They're all the same. One day they'll be our doom, damned bitches! Because of them, our fate will be that of Adam in paradise.
Where did you get the coat and the dagger?
Some woman threw them away, I swear. First, she got rid of the dagger, and shortly after, the coat. I was in the outhouse and saw everything through a hole in the door. The only thing I didn't see was her face. I put on the coat because it still gets chilly during the evenings. And I took the dagger to sell to the countess. She likes strange items like this. She sends her servant girls to the harbor to fetch them for her. Usually the dark-skinned one, Nontal. Her girls are easy to make out because they wear silver necklaces, each with a purple stone in them. It's how merchants know to serve them first.
I can work with that for now. Take me to an empty cell, Master Roland. I shall reflect on this wretch's words by devoting myself to prayer.
I'll take you where you wish, my lord. A peaceful cell to hang your sword. Pray as long as you desire. Your companion here's expired.
We have a comedian. Perfect. Meanwhile, try to press as much as you can from the prisoner.
Off I go! Off I scamper! My unmentionables could not be damper.
Luckily, this one doesn't stink yet. Our Father, who art our King, bereave us of our weakness, lest we forgive those who trespass against us, and draw out evil from darkness, so we may be vanquished in thy name. Amen.
What is this dagger? And why is it all bloody? God unmerciful! What have I done? What is this? Oh, God!
Wayward woman, where's the dagger? What have you done with it?
Who said that?
It looks ordinary, like a dagger. But there must be something more to it if I managed to use it in the Underworld. I wonder what else it could be used for. The Papa wasn't lying. He has to be released.
There you are, Mortimer! While to God you have been praying, all this time, I have been playing.
Have you gone mad, Executioner? Why did you kill him?
Well, you did tell me to press. First, I drilled a little bore. Didn't work, so I made more.
We're supposed to press information from him, not innards.
It is nothing but semantics, turning words to funny antics. You, sir, should have been more clear.
You didn't have to kill him.
You're not pleased with the results. I do admit to certain faults. Before long, I will do better. When you see it, you will cheer, knowing that I have no peer.
He doesn't care about what he's done in the slightest. And he keeps rhyming. He's either gone mad, or by the nails and thorns. When I first came here, Roland said that the Merry Executioner's mask was putting ideas and rhymes in his head. Could it be cursed? There's only one way to find out.
Want to strip me of my mask? That won't be an easy task. Catch me first, dear Mortimer. Although, I do believe you'll err. To have Roland's plans disabled. I shall make him disappear! 'Tis a trick! Hide and seek's the game we're playing!
the search ends.
Executioner Roland? Where are you? It's me, Amelia.
The girls brought me my repast. I must thank her for this deed. I'll teach her what it is to bleed. First, I'll lock her in a cell to enjoy a dead man's smell.
Oh, we meet again. Release me, I beg you! The executioner's gone mad! He wants to chop me into bits!
Where's he gone?
I don't know! All he said was that he must prepare his table and tools. Then he disappeared! Release me!
The scoundrel!
I know the way out! Follow me!
Step back! Damn it!
This way! Lift me up! I'm here!
Here I come, my
It's
little
one! Done! Here, the door! He's coming! Hurry! He's close!
Mordimer!
Hurry!
Listen here, Inquisitor. I can't take this anymore. I've lost my cheerful disposition. So now it's time for it.
By the Lord's sword. He's barricaded himself from the inside. I have to talk to the guard captain. Maybe his men will be able to remove the mask from the executioner's face. Walk you home.
I don't have a home.
Where do you live then?
Here and there. There are many places in town to spend the night safely.
Where do you get the money for clothes and food?
All over. I do odd jobs. Sometimes I'll find something or get something from someone.
And sometimes you'll steal something, eh?
Sometimes.
Life on the street isn't easy.
I'm not one to complain. I'm not the only foundling in the world, you know. Others are worse off.
You're quite the little scamp, aren't you? I know it's not easy for you. I was an orphan too.
I turn here. See you later, Inquisitor.
See you later, scamp.
I have your room ready and waiting upstairs, Master Inquisitor.
Pour us 2 ales, innkeeper. I'm paying.
I interrogated the pauper in the dungeons. He proved to have been innocent.
Did you release him?
I didn't make it in time. Executioner split him in half.
Excuse me, what?
He's wearing an odd mask. I fear there's a curse on it that pushed him to do it. I wanted to get it off his face, but the devil barricaded himself in the dungeons. Mind sending your men?
I'll get to it, but only after tomorrow's Mummers Parade. All sorts of cranks have come to town for it. They're all drinking and brawling. I have to maintain order, but I don't have enough men.
I'd prefer you to attend to it immediately.
I don't have the men, Inquisitor. All I can do is close off the entrance to the dungeons to keep the executioner from leaving.
So be it then. Thank you for treating me, Captain. Next time I'm by.
Wake up, Inquisitor! Wake up, Inquisitor!
Oh, what do you want, scum?
The silver angel you promised me?
You couldn't wait until I was awake.
But you are awake.
Ugh. And I was starting to like you. Catch.
The innkeeper said to tell you that he's made you a meal.
Tell him I'll be right down.
Welcome, Master Inquisitor. You slept well, I trust.
Not bad. Isn't that a Munich-made dagger used by the Landsknechts?
I see you know your arms, Master. It is a memento from my time in the Emperor's army. It never leaves my side. Sit at the table. I shall bring your food. The wife made you some pear-stuffed pike.
Smells exquisite.
Do you need anything else?
Information. Did you know Johannes Reuchlin?
Of course. He was a regular here. Usually sat alone in the corner with a jug of the cheapest wine. Folks called him a penny pincher. Rightly so, I think, as he never tipped me.
What else do you know about Reuchlin?
He was friendly with the Cardinal. He also spent a lot of time with his student, Ingvar, who took over his duties. Spent a few years in Kievan Rus. Supposedly he was doing research there that's forbidden in the Empire, but I don't know how much truth there is to that. He was a good medic. People knew and valued him, but nobody came to the funeral. Ingvar suspected that Reuchlin had died of an infectious disease. He feared that the plague would spread around town, which is why only a few monks took part in the ceremony.
What can you tell me about this coin?
Looks to be a widow's penny. They used to be minted in Koenigstein a long time ago, before the line appeared on the town's coat of arms. 'Twas one of these coins that gave us the remains of Saint Terentius Rufus. I never saw anyone pay with them.
Have you ever seen a dagger such as this?
No, my lord. Many travelers stay here. I've seen many a weapon, but none such as this. It seems old. Ask the brothers Finkelstein about it. They're triplets that trade in antiques at the harbor, where they've got a warehouse. You won't have trouble picking them out, as they quarrel constantly.
Have you heard anything about a vampire?
You mean there's a vampire in Koenigstein? Christ, unmerciful. Protect us with your sword.
Thank you, Innkeeper. You were very helpful. Little thief. You won't get away from me again, stinker. Brand the little shit with a red-hot iron. Maybe that'll teach him not to steal. I'll return the pouch to the monk.
As you wish, master.
Well, lad, we're about to fry your cheeks.
Shut your traps! We've got a customer. How can we be of service, Master Inquisitor?
They say you're experts on antiques.
'Tis all we trade in, Master. We are but humble merchants.
Can you tell me anything about this dagger?
Blades like these were used by the guardsmen who fell at the side of Emperor Valens in the Battle of Adrianople. The Visigoths traded their weapons to the Persians. It's likely Vikings who brought it to the north of the continent.
The fuck are you on about? What guardsmen? What Vikings? It's clearly an athame, a ceremonial dagger used by the Kievan Rus's witches. Very old, to be sure. In my opinion, it belonged to the Julebes. It probably made its way here as a spoil of war.
You don't know anything, lamb chops. An athame should have a black hilt, and this dagger doesn't have one. It's a Crimean blade, probably used by their medics to draw blood.
Countess's trusted servant. She's wearing the necklace with the purple stone that the Papa mentioned. I believe I saw one like it in my vision, and in the Homeworld.
Spare me the pleasantries. I am not impressed by courtship. I am interested only in your merchandise.
As ever, beautiful, cold, and blunt. Sadly, we have nothing new. Our ship hasn't yet come to harbour.
What about this dagger? It looks interesting. I'm sure the Countess would like it.
I'm sorry, but it is not for sale. However, I would be honored if the Countess would meet with me.
Well, well. The Inquisitor. The town bustles with rumors about you. The Countess has been very busy of late, but I'm sure she will not refuse an emissary of the Holy Office. Expect a messenger with a note. Master Madderdin.
Lovely lady, isn't she?
All right then. We had us a chat but did no business. Care to buy something, Master?
That's right, Inquisitor. Have a look at our wares.
Well, well, little thief. The guards didn't waste any time. They were quick to dole out the punishment.
Fuck's sake, youngin'. You let the guards get you!
'Twas the Inquisitor's doing. He took all my loot.
Fucking louse. Shame we weren't there. We would have shown that fucker a thing or two.
There are quite a lot of them. Should I teach them a lesson or let it go?
You there! Who you oafs talking about me?
Inquisitor!
Kill the horse, son!
You made a mistake by coming here, Inquisitor. I eat the likes of you for breakfast.
Rejoice, scum! You're about to meet the Creator.
Killed my father, cunt! You'll pay for that!
Drop your sword. I see we've arrived just in time.
How did you get here?
The Harlot's killer is still at large. They may kill again, which is why we've been patrolling around the inn since morning. The clang of weapons drew our attention. It's not something you hear too often in this town.
Thank you, Captain. I've dealt with the bandits, but the whelp surprised me. If it weren't for you...
Think nothing of it, Master. Although I don't understand why you spared him. He did want to kill you.
He's but a child. He deserves a second chance. Will you need me for anything?
No, I'll handle it all. You may return to your duties.
Now straight to the library. I hope I'll find a treatise on weapons there.
Hello, Master Madderdin. I am Brother Marrow, the librarian. I was told that you might stop by. What can I help you with?
Where do these stairs lead?
To the Cardinal's office and chambers, in which we keep priceless books and scrolls. Some of them written by the apostles themselves.
You keep such precious relics here. Why aren't they guarded?
Oh, but they are. We have 2 excellent guards. The first one is the lock on the doors to this library, as it was fashioned by a master of his craft. Those doors will not open without a special key. The second is His Eminence's hands.
Hands? Sounds mysterious.
Exactly as it is meant to sound, Master Madderdin.
I'd like to take a look in there.
The Cardinal did not agree to it.
I am an Inquisitor, Brother Marold. I have the right to.
In the Cardinal's house, you are above all else a guest, Master Madderdin. Please, respect that.
I'm looking for a treatise on ancient weapons.
I'm sorry, Master, but you will find no such book here. We do not deal in matters of the military or arms. They are the domain of other orders.
Might I look over the book collection?
Of course. A messenger from the Countess has a message for you, Master Madderdin. He's waiting by the entrance.
How did he find me here?
'Tis a small town.
Hello, Master Inquisitor. The Countess has invited you to her palace.
When?
Immediately.
Tell her that I'll arrive shortly.
Leaving already, Master?
I shall return soon.
The doors of the library remain open to you. I won't close them until the second toll of the bells calling for Vespers.